All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Yoga Therapy for Mental Health PD. So just coming to sit comfortably on your chair. You can move a little bit side to side, forward and back, and just kind of get comfortable, right? You're welcome to keep your eyes open throughout the centering. It won't be a long centering. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can also do that. Placing the palms of the hands facing down on top of the legs. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Letting the tension go. Again, inhale. Allowing that tension to go. Do that one more time. Inhale. And then beginning to find that three-part breath. We're going to put one hand in the lower abdomen, one hand on the side here of the ribs. Tuning into breath as we expand the abdomen, the ribs, maybe a little bit on the chest on the inhale. On the exhale, everything returning back to normal. All right, lower the hands and continue to focus on the breath moving in the trunk. Maybe adding a gentle pause between each breath. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. All right, on the next breath, allowing the eyes to open if they were closed. We're going to begin with breath of joy. We're going to do it right here, seated. So remember, the arm movement goes like this. You make a gentle fist, the arms come to the front, they go to the side, they go up, and then you exhale through the mouth, and you can move forward or you can stay up, right? So as I move forward, you can go a little deeper, but just keep your spine nice and straight to begin with. Now the breath is 3 short inhales and 1 long exhale through the mouth. And you can even say the sound high if you want. Breathe in. Let's do one more. And then coming back to center, just put the palms of the hands on top of the legs. Notice that increase in heart rate. Hopefully you're a little bit more awake. And we'll begin warming up. So we'll warm up the joints first. We'll do a little bit of sun salute. So beginning with the hands, and then we'll work a little bit of balance. Open, close the hands. We'll do one hand open, one hand closed. Let's see if we can do it at the same time. Very good. And then push those arms out and then move the wrist up, down, right? So the hands are moving up and down, warming up at the wrist joint. All right, close the hand, do a little rotation for the wrist and bring it the other direction. All right, open the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. On the exhale, round the back, bring the palms of the hands to touch. Maybe the head drops a little bit. So think of like a mini cat-cow here as you round just slightly and chin in. One more time, inhale, and then exhale, coming back in. All right, bring the hands right here at heart center, and we're gonna move a little bit like in an S shape. Push the hands into one another. So opening the side of the spine, ribs, getting a little coordination going. One more, and bring it back to center. All right, elbows touch, you lift the elbows up a little bit higher than shoulder if possible. As you lower down, keep the hands together. So you're gonna go all the way down. As soon as the wrists try to separate, you're gonna stop. That's your stopping point, doesn't matter. Lift the elbows, touch them, bring them up. Don't let them separate, and then lower down. Once again, not letting the wrists separate. Do that 2 more times. And last one. All right, press the heels of the hands out. Do a little circle. Now as we move, deepening the breath, circle the other direction. Staying present with your body, whatever sensation you're feeling in your body, whether it's tightness or a sense of release, maybe a little pain or whatever it is, right? Whatever's going on with the body, soreness, we're staying with that sensation. So reaching open and then tuning in, that closing on one side, that opening on the other side. Bring it to center, to the other side. Bring it up and towards the center. Breathe in. Now hold below the wrist, leaning a little bit over to the side. Again, notice your right side, notice your left side. Bring it to center and to the other side. And then coming back and releasing. Roll the shoulders up and back. Someone coming in, up and back. Make it sticky, all the way up and all the way down. And then bring it over into the other side. All right, next time you lift the shoulders to the ears, hold them as if you're saying, I don't know. And then gently drop them down and lift the head away from the shoulders. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in, lift. Keep the breath flowing while you hold. Exhale, let it go. Last one. And let it go. All right, holding the hands on top of the legs. We do some gentle neck rolls, warming up in the neck. Now, as I move in circles, I breathe deeply into the neck. Bring it the other direction. Notice if it feels the same, right? One side might feel different, it might not. And then again, roll the first direction. And one more time, the other direction. All right, coming back to center, tuck the head in, let it out. If we're bringing the head forward like a turtle out of the shell, bring it forward and then tuck it back in. Bring it forward, tuck it back in, keep it there, breathe in. Buzz like a bumblebee. Come back to center. Bring the ear towards the shoulder, hold. Keep that breath flowing. Come back to center, one bumblebee breath. Deep inhale. Stay with the sensation in your throat and your neck and that vibration. Move the head over to the other side. Inhale, bring it to center. One more time, breathe in. Let's open the throat, the whole area of the neck. Breathe in, lion's breath, stick your tongue out. You can lower the head down if you want, if you don't want to bring the tongue all the way to the camera. Breathe in. And one more, breathe in. Breathe out that lion breath. Come back to center. Just take a moment to notice that energy flow through the neck, through the throat, maybe even into the chest. All right, we're going to bring the thumb right in front and we're going to follow the thumb over with the eyes. So warming up through the eyes, a little bit with the neck, never losing sight of the thumb. Follow forward. So you got to listen to see what I'm doing. And then lower that thumb down, follow it with the head. Inhale, bring it all the way up towards the ceiling until the neck feels like, oh, that's a good stretch and that's enough, right? Don't need to go all the way back. Bring it back to center. This time, no need to move the head. Only the eyes are going to follow over to the side. As soon as the thumb is coming out of focus, bring it back to center. Bring it down. Only the eyes follow the thumb. Slowly bring it up. Now this tells us a lot about concentration, right? And now this time, bring it all the way between the eyebrows. You don't need to go that far. As soon as it gets blurry, let it out. And then come back, release the hand, close your eyes. Notice if you were able to stay right with the task, or was it easy to kind of look the other way if there's a noise, a dog, whatever it was. All right, let's see how we do on the other side now that we're aware of that. Bring the thumb in front. Remember, first we follow to the side with the eyes and the head and everything. Bring it to center and bring it down. Follow with your head. Nice stretch for the neck. Inhale, bring it all the way up. And bring it all the way in. All right, now we bring it to the side. Remember, only the eyes follow this time, no head. Okay, I'm losing it, so I'm coming back to center. Right, and then lower down. Only the eyes. There I was moving my head because it's so easy. And then bring it all the way up. Only the eyes, if we can remember. And bring it into center. All the way between the eyebrows, that's the last one. And bring it out. Again, close your eyes. Just allow the eyes to rest for a moment. All right, we're going to pretend we have a clock in the front wall, right? And every time I tell you to open your eyes, you're going to look at different time on that clock. Okay, so open your eyes, look at 6, close, 12, close, open, 3, 9, 4, 10, and close your eyes. Take a moment, breathe in and breathe out. All right, full cat-cow, so rounding the back, and then lifting that chest, squeezing the shoulders, round. So we'll finish warming up upper body, and then we'll go lower body, and then we'll stand up. All right, as you lift and open, squeeze those shoulder blades together, connect to that sensation of opening and closing in the back. And then round and do the opposite, where you round into that cat shape. Notice the front of the body, notice the back of the body. Bring it back to center. All right, we do little opposition, right? Where you go opposite arm, leg. And we'll add a little cardio to it by moving a little faster if I'm able to do so. Just getting that heart rate a little bit up. All right, punch opposite arm and leg. Opposite arm and leg, and kick the leg forward. So we warm up through the knee, through the elbows. One more. Very good. And then reach those arms up and overhead. On your next breath, folding forward. Inhale, reach through the front and all the way up. Folding forward. And again, up and around. One more time. On the next breath, add a gentle twist over towards the back. Now, as you look back, try to find something to look at. Right? Could be anything, a chair, something you're looking at, kind of studying what that looks like. Make sure that object that you look for is something neutral, right? Not like a frame with a picture of anybody, just like an object. Twist over to the other side, do the same thing. Find something, an object that feels neutral. Keep your gaze there. All right, we do that one more time to each side. As you look back again, find that object again. Just notice, right? Color, texture, whatever it is that kind of stands out about the object. Right? That helps you be in the present moment. Otherwise, then I start thinking, oh, I got to go and do this and do that. I did this. So focus in the present moment. We got to use different tools to do so. Move over into a twist to the other side and one last twist here. And then bring it back to center. All right, holding on to the chair, we sit up nice and straight. Let's warm up the hip. Move that leg around. Remember to modify. If there's any injury or any pain anywhere, you can always do a little less or skip it. And bring it the other direction. All right, open that leg out to the side. Gently press it until you get a nice stretch on the inner thigh. Reach that arm up as you go a little lower on that leg if that feels comfortable for you. And bringing that leg all the way back. Again, use the hands on the chair to help you press up and sit tall, and then rotate. So first we did this one, remember, like the little rotation on the hip? Yeah, then we'll do that one. The twist, the rotation to the side. All right, we open that leg out, we press that leg, right? Just notice the stretch, the sensation in that leg. And then we lower a little bit as this arm reaches all the way up. Okay, still feeling the stretch as you press back. And then bringing it back to center. All right, so feet are gonna open and close. So the toes, the big toes are gonna touch, and then you're gonna open out. Close it in, open out. One more time. And then pedal the feet. Lift one heel, the other heel, waking up the feet. All right, lift the right foot up. Rotate that foot in circle. And the other way. Very good. Lift the other foot, rotate it. And the other way. All right, very good. So we're gonna come up to standing. If for some reason you prefer to stay seated or you're unable to stand up, just you can modify and do the poses, right? If we're doing warriors, you can do the poses like this. If we're leaning to the side, you go to the side, okay? So remember, if you're unable to go behind the chair, it's a good idea to have a second chair in the front. Otherwise, we go behind our chair. Now you stay right here behind the chair. I'm gonna go more diagonal so you can see me. We begin with mountain pose. All right, so feet just slightly apart, about hip bone distance or all the way together. Roll those shoulders up and back. See if the arms can come either alongside the body, palms facing out. You can always face them in if it feels a little bit more natural. Tuck the head in, lengthen the crown of the head. See if you can grow an inch taller. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath at the top, 1 second, and then exhale, let that breath out. As you empty completely, hold that breath out for 1 second. Again, breath in. And breath out. Very good. Open the legs a little bit wider and open the arms out to the side. We're going to start gentle rotation side to side. If this feels like it's too much of a twist, right, because you have any spinal condition, just do a little less. If it feels okay, we're going to rotate on the back foot, right? So if I'm coming right, I rotate on my left. Very good. Now let the arms become empty, right? Like empty coat sleeves. No arms inside long sleeves. Just be careful you don't hit yourself on the chair. That's the only thing. Do that one more time. And then coming back to center. Walk the feet closer together back into the mountain pose. Deep breath in and full breath out. All right, reach those arms all the way up and towards the ceiling. Finding that palm tree. See if you can look up a little bit. Not all the way to the hands, but just slightly up. Again, continue to grow and lengthen. Bring the arms behind. Interlace the fingers. Open the chest. Again, continue to grow and lengthen. So the arms go behind, you interlace them, and then you can either keep them along the sit bones or lift the arms slightly up and off the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. So paying attention to the breath And as we breathe, paying attention to whatever sensation we feel as we breathe. And then release. All right, for this one, you can hold on to the chair, especially if the balance is a little bit off today. So we do opposite arm leg like we were doing seated. If I don't need to hold on, then I'm just going for a little march. Important thing, just make sure that it's opposite arm to the leg, right? All right, I'm gonna lift opposite arm to the leg, and then I'm gonna go opposite from one another. So you're gonna open that leg out to the side, and the arm comes to the opposite side. So you're behind the chair, so if you need to hold on with the other hand, lift, open to the opposite side. Very good, come back to center, lift, open. I know, these are tricky. And then lift and open. Remember, hold on, I'm right here so you can see me, but you can always hold on. And then release, that's it, no more of that nonsense. Press back into your first down dog. Now, remember your down dog can be a little higher if needed, but if you're able to bring the trunk parallel to the floor, then do so. Bend the knees and gently pedal the feet. Just a couple times. And next time you pedal, as you bend one knee, feel the sensation in the back of the other leg, right? So you feel that deep stretch in your hamstring, maybe your calf. Switch. Again, connect to the sensation in the back of the other leg. One more on each side. And one last time. All right, on your next breath, bring your right leg forward and between the legs of the chair. Push the chair away. You can hold on the entire time, or you can bring either one or both arms right in front of you. Very good. We're going to move the warrior. So I'm going to move like this. You can see my knee. Okay, you guys stay right there. So you're going to go. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale, bend the knee and lift the back heel off the floor. Straighten out. Straight leg. Bend it. Lift the back heel off the floor. Very good. One more time. Good balance, those of you. Yeah, look at that. And then lift. All right, we're done here. It's just 3 times. We press back again into downward facing dog. Bring the other leg forward, left leg. Again, first I'm going to settle here and just really connect to my sensation of grounding on the floor. See on this side if you're able to release the arms or maybe one arm. So remember, I offer 1, 2 choices and then I come back to number 1, but you do you. All right, on your next breath, we're going to go straight leg, bend the knee, lift the heel off the floor on the back foot, drop, straight leg. We have one more. Very good. On your next breath, we press back into down dog once again. See if you can look between your feet, long neck. Inhale, slowly walking back, taking your time coming back into mountain once again, right? So we come here to reset. It's a neutral pose. See if you need to take a moment, sit down at any point. That's always available. All right, we find our warrior 2. So if you're behind your chair, you're like this, right? Your legs go wide. You hold on to begin with if you know you need it. Your front knee is going to be bent with your toes pointing this way. Back toes is just slightly in with the back leg straight. If I'm able to extend my arms, they go right here. If I need to hold on, the back hand grabs onto the chair. Turn the palms of the hands facing up. We're going to move the warrior here. So I'm going to demo with one arm. Inhale, straight arm, straight leg, bend the knee. Now, if I do both arms, they go and touch up above. 2, 3. Hold that warrior 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. Straight leg brings you back to revolve warrior. All right, so we'll give that knee a little break. And then bring it back through warrior two. And then release. All right, we're gonna pause here before we continue. So we're gonna walk the feet all the way together and come into mountain pose. Now we did one side, we haven't done the other side. Notice the difference between the sides, if you can spot any. Right? Maybe the eyes can close even if I hold on to my chair. All right, find your way to the other side. So you stay right behind your chair, you open the legs to whatever is comfortable. We bend the knee. Again, if I'm bringing both arms, they go like this. Otherwise, I hold on with my back hand. Palm of the hand is going to rotate upwards today. We go inhale, straight leg, reach up. Remember, it's both arms. If you're not holding on to chair, it's both arms. Aha. I'm going to hold on just in case somebody needs to. And then we find that warrior two. Hold the warrior two. Arm up. Yeah, arm up. I have it down because in case just somebody needs to hold on, they have that permission. All right, it's a straight leg. You reach the arm back, the top arm. And then you bring it back to center, bend the knee. Turn the toes, walk the feet all the way together and into mountain pose. It's a deep inhalation and a full exhalation. All right, we're gonna go into balance. So I'm gonna go like this so you can see me. You stay right where you are, please. All right, it's an opposite arm and leg. I can keep the toes pressing into the floor or I can lift that leg up. I can even hold on with both hands if I needed to. All right, so whatever is comfortable for you. Switching side, extend the other leg, then the other arm. Again, release, find the other side. We're gonna move it because when we move it, then it's a challenge and the mind stays present in the moment and not go into a wander. So you're gonna touch hand to the knee and extend out. Hand to the knee. We do that one more time, hand to the knee, and then release. Take a breath in, breath out. Let's do that on the other side. Again, find your balance. Hand to the knee. Hand to the knee. Remember, you can always just bring the knee in if the hand doesn't want to go out. You can do any version of the pose that you think is right for you. Right? This is all inclusive. Everybody can do something. All right, we go with the wide legs, turning the toes open to the side. And we're going to sit a little bit, pressing the knees back. And we're going to come back up. Let's keep the hands here to begin with. Down and up. One more time. Next time I go down, I'm going to lift one heel up. Hold on with both hands if you need to. The other heel up. Keep the knees bent. We just have two on each side. And then inhale, we lift up. Take a breath. One more breath. All right, we find cactus and sit. We have 3 breaths here. So deepen the breath. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Remember, it can be one shoulder blade. You can do one breath and then one breath on the other side. After that 3rd breath, we come back to mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's do some movement, breath connection. So we're gonna go breathe in, see if we're picking something up, but don't bend forward. Just go a little down and then go around. So if we're picking something up, inhale, exhale on the way down. One more time. Now we go from the outside in, breathe in, and breathe out, bend the knees. One more. We come back to center. All right, we have 3 poses before we come back to seated. So remember, you can hold on with both hands. So You're opening the leg out towards the side. The foot can stay there. You can also bring it to press into the lower leg. Just see what works for you. The arms can be, as I said, on the chair, but you can also let them go or let one go. We're going to add a little challenge to the balance, if it's not a challenge already, right? So we're going to look over towards the right, bring it back to center and look over to the left. Back to center, look down to the floor. Back to center, just slightly up. Back to center and just hold the drishti, a focal point. No need to look at anything else. All right, we slowly release the hands, slowly release the leg, and we pause. Keep that drishti, keep that focal point, looking over towards it. All right, we go on the other side. So if you need to hold on to the chair, then you have to go on the other side of the chair, unless you're already behind the chair, right? If you're already here, you're good. If I'm doing one arm up, then of course I'm going to switch. If I'm doing both arms, bring them out. Again, we're moving the head to one side, to the other side, down and up. And then we find a focal point and we keep the gaze there, trying to balance as best we can. And then we let it go. Again, find stillness after you let it go. Don't need to move or change anything. All right, a little bit of water if you want. We come back to seated. Turn on the light because it got dark all of a sudden. All right, we're going to do a little breathing before we continue, right? It's the alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to keep it very simple with the mudra. We're just going to get the right hand. So you're going to get the thumb and the index. You're going to close the right nostril with your thumb. And then you're going to inhale through the left. Close the left with the index. Exhale through the right. In through the right. Close it. Out through the left. Now continue doing that at your own pace. The eyes can remain open for sure. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can also close them. Just see what feels good. Take your time taking those breaths, right? Like really breathe in deeply, especially if you've done this before. Make sure you're breathing deeply, pausing after every inhale and after every exhale. After the exhale leaves the body through the left side, pause there. Do 2 rounds of just left nostril breathing. And then release. Keep your eyes either open or closed, but find a point to look at. So keep your gaze nice and still. All right, we move a little bit more. So I switch the chairs to do them seated. So when I do seated chair seated, you hinge forward like this, but keep your spine nice and straight and lift the heels off the floor, okay? Let me tilt this down. So we're going to play a little bit with a little flow here with that chair. So we come forward into seated chair, lift the heels off the floor. Now make sure you're to the front of the chair, but when we go back, we're going to find both toes. So you're going to lift either one foot or both feet off the floor, and you're leaning back but not touching the back of the chair. Okay? So hinge forward, lift the heels, seated chair, go back. Again, if you're able to lift both or just one, then alternate, lean back. Hinge forward, lean back. We have one more here, and hinge back. Very good. Come back into that seated mountain. We're going to find eagle. So we're going to stack the elbows together as close as they want to come. So it might be just a little, it might be a lot. And then finding the forearms together, lift those elbows up. See if you can find the breath. Deep breath in and out. Okay, keep the arms. We're going to go over towards the side and extend that leg back. And then fold a little bit forward with the arms over the leg. Lift it back up. Again, folding forward and lift it back up. Remember which arm you have on the top. So make a mental note whether it's a ring. I should have cued which arm, but I didn't. Whether it's the arm with the watch. And then we're going to open into that warrior two. Inhale, reach and grab below the wrist and move back into that sky archer. Inhale, coming forward into side angle. Reach that arm over the ear. So you're going towards the leg that's bent, the one in the front. And then bring it back to center through warrior two. All right, bring the legs back to center and then switch the arm that was on the top. I wish I had cued the arms, but I trust that you remember to do it. It feels different because if you do this one, it's like, oh, that already feels kind of open. So you know because of that, it feels like it's tighter. Breathe in and focus on the breath in the back of the body. Again, you're going to slide a little bit over to the side. Take your time. And then extend that leg back to whatever is comfortable. It could be right here. That's perfectly fine. Again, you're with your whole trunk, you're hinging slightly forward and bringing it back. Two more times. And bringing it back. Very good. Open the arms, drop the back foot, find warrior two. Again, we have a sky archer, so you're going to grab the front arm below the wrist and reach it back over your ear if possible. If not, you can always do it in the front if it bothers your shoulder. Inhale, coming into that extended side angle. Arm reaches over the ear. You press away from that leg with your forearm. And on the next breath, we return through warrior two. And bringing that leg in. Take an in breath. Big out breath. In breath. Again, notice how the body might feel a little bit more awake than when we started. Maybe heart rate is a little up. Maybe you feel your knees or your hips a little bit more open. All right, some gentle trunk circles. We're going to do a little internal, external rotation in the hip. And then we're going to do pigeon seated. And switch direction. All right, bring it back to center. So as we sit to the front of the chair, we're going to open the legs like this. I sew the feet together. The knees are out to the side. And you bring the edge of the foot up and then lower it down. Up, so keep that knee pointing to the outside. Let's do one more on each side. All right, come back to center. Now we're gonna cave in. So the knees are gonna come in like this. This one feels very weird. You won't be able to go very high. That's okay. So the edge of the foot, the outside part of the foot, is gonna come up a little bit as the knee stays in and then lower down. Do the same thing on the other side. Again and again. And then one more time on each side. And then bring it back to center. All right, we're gonna find pigeon. So we're gonna cross the leg over. Now, this is not for everybody. If this is not comfortable, you need to bring the foot down, right? Or maybe you have knee issues or hip replacement. So that foot goes right there, then you drop it there. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. See if you can hinge slightly forward and then move it back. Come over towards the ankle, so you're leaning a little bit to that side. Bring it back. This is very gentle, it's not a big movement. Bring it over to the knee and bring it back. And then this time we're just gonna come slightly forward and just stay there. Now notice where you're feeling sensation, right? Probably outer hip, most likely hip joint. So just breathe, try to relax into the pose. All right, bring that leg back, release it nice and slow, and move it a little bit in and out. All right, so remember that both sides are different, so either coming down here or trying up here and seeing how that feels, right? You get here and it's not feeling okay, you can always lower. Again, once you find the stretch, move slightly forward, bring it back. Move a little bit towards the ankle, and then over to the knee. And then as I come forward, hold it, breathe in, breathe out, and stay with your body. Next breath, slowly bringing that leg back to return all the way down. And once you get there, you can move it a little bit. All right, we're finishing with a twist, and then we're gonna do a relaxation. So crossing the leg, if this is comfortable, you can always do it without. And then bringing the arm on the outside of that leg. Other arm grabs the chair, you sit tall by pushing away, and then with a straight spine, twisting over to the back. Again, finding the object, tuning in to whatever stands out about it. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. We're gonna pause before we do the other side. It's the next breath that makes you cross the leg and find that twist on the other side. Slowly coming back to center, releasing. And then sitting all the way to the back. If you like to do your relaxation flat on the floor with the legs up on the chair, sofa, the bed, whatever it is, you can do so. Find any comfortable position. Those of us that are staying on the chair, coming all the way into the back of the chair, palms of the hands can stay facing down. You can interlace the fingers. Just find a comfortable place to be. Now, if I suffer from a lot of anxiety, depression, I'm going to keep my eyes open and I'm going to find a point to look at and keep a soft gaze. If I don't have any of that, then I can maybe close the eyes if that feels okay. Remember, that's optional. We're going to take a moment to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to exhale a little bit longer than that inhale. Now you can do this through the nose or through the mouth, whatever you want, right? We're just trying to relax. Breathe in, fully breathe out. 2 more rounds. As you find the next exhale, letting go of any unnecessary holding, tension, tightness. See if you can just let go. Every time you exhale, you let go a little bit more. Coming to a place of stillness, but that feels comfortable to you. We'll be in silence for a couple minutes. We're going to finish with an affirmation that you can say to yourself quietly, out loud, whatever you want. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be at peace and strong today. Today. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be at peace and strong today. Today. Begin to take a deeper breath. Moving fingers and toes. Allowing the eyes to open if they were closed. Moving the shoulders slightly up and back a couple times. And some gentle circles in the head, just a couple each direction. Coming back to center, we'll take a breath in and reach the arms up and overhead. And we'll exhale to our center, taking a moment of gratitude towards yourself, right, for a full year of self-care with your yoga practice, your walks, and all the exercises that you do, right? It takes time, it takes dedication. So thanking yourself for doing so. And you can do that by saying thank you and then saying your name. Thank you. And I thank every one of you, right, for being here, all the classes that you've been with me on Thursdays. We have one more Thursday class, right, to kick off the year. So I'll be here Thursday. If you need the link, let me know. I'll give it to you. And yeah, we'll continue in January with these classes on Tuesday, different therapists, right, Dawn and Adam and myself. And yeah, we'll be here. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I hope everybody has a happy new year. Let me know if you have any questions or
thank you, Grisel. So is this so you're doing Tuesday and Thursday?